caught in a loop. The story of when I truly ascended. I found myself trapped in a loop going through stories. Stories of betrayal. Stories of drama. Stories of cruelty. Stories of war. Caught in an endless cycle of karma. I kept designing lives based on previous lives' pain and trauma, rather than starting with a clean slate. Every life I chose a name, a family, and a role that would help my soul grow and learn. Becoming this one's friend, that one's enemy, another one's victim, and one's abuser. All to serve my soul's ascension, right? Then something awoke inside me. I was about to walk into another life, the name, the trauma, the story. Standing before my council of guides as I explained what my next journey would be. A journey based on another story of trauma. I was in the middle of choosing which souls would be my friends, which would be my enemies, and which would be my mentors. I called a soul forward to teach me by being my abuser in the next life, asking them to teach me how to stand up for myself, by pushing me down and taking from me, just so my soul could ascend. I called another soul forward and asked to be their abuser in the next life. As a consequence of my own abuse from another soul, I would abuse my next relationship partner, so they could learn to move away, to not let themselves be abused, all so we could ascend. I chose these souls based on previous lives I had lived, lives where I hurt them, and they hurt me, and we kept hurting each other, just so we could ascend. As I worked with my council to create this next life, another life of drama, pain, trauma, and ascension, I was about to choose my name when something inside me answered. Why? My council stopped and looked at me. I realized they were waiting on my next choice. Why would I choose this again? Why would I hurt someone in another life just because they hurt me in another? My guide stood watching me, witnessing me. Do you want to continue creating this life? Asked my leading spirit guide. No. I don't want to hurt another person or soul just so I can ascend. There has to be another way. No, I want to choose another path. I don't want this cycle anymore. I said this to my council, who all stood in silence for a moment. After what felt like a long stretch of quiet, my council smiled and glowed. My lead guide embraced me. Finally, you have awakened. Are you ready to truly ascend now? Asked my main spirit guide, love flowing from them. Yes, I am ready, I said, feeling lifetimes of trauma fall away, releasing my need to carry them, letting go of the fear of being without them and the false shields I built to keep myself locked in a trauma cycle, a form of soul locked-in syndrome. I stood before my council feeling lighter than I ever had before. Okay. Let's start over again, I said, scrapping the previous story. Teach me a better way. I felt my council surrounding me as they taught me the higher path of ascension, and the way to step out of the reincarnation cycle.